In round 4 of the Isle of Wight Car Club season, and the second unsealed surface event, 17 drivers competed at a venue that has not been used since 2009, Cheverton Chalk Pit. The amazing venue offered drivers yet another surface to master. Chalk, as you can imagine, is slippery when wet and dusty when dry, and this is exactly what the competitors experienced during the day. The early morning course was damp from the morning dew, and a water splash covered the windscreens with chalky slime impeding the view of the driver. However, this was nothing compared to those in Class 5 cars who didn't even have a windscreen at all. Both Dan Young and Chris Wilson performed wrong tests purely because they could not see through their goggles. For the first time in a long time, we had a good mix of car classes. Mark Hill, Rich Harrison, Matt Phillips and Michael Marrison were all driving almost identical silver Ford Fiestas in Class 1. And it was Michael who proved to be the fastest driver of this group. Class 2 included the return of Jamie Duff in his MX-5 and the father and son team of Barry and Kevin Richardson in their Suzuki Ignis. Kevin claimed the win in this class despite sliding out of the stock box on 3 separate occasions, incurring a 10-second penalty each time for doing so. In fact, not a single driver managed to compete the day's competition without picking up a time penalty for one reason or another, except for John Barrett in his Class 4 all-wheel drive Subaru Impreza. This just shows that John is not only a very clean and precise driver, but also quick, as he deservedly finished the day on the 3rd step of the podium. Another quick Class 4 driver was Wayne Hull in his autocross Ford Focus, just missing out on the 3rd step and finishing 4th overall. On the subject of autocross, the 2018 Isle of Wight Autocross has now been finalised, and you can now enter this fantastic weekend event through our website. The fastest Class 4 driver of the day was Dean Long driving John Barrett's Subaru. However, on Dean's final run, the gear stick came off in his hand and forced him to DNF. But his previous time was good enough for him to stand on the 2nd step of the podium. Class 5 was also littered with mechanical issues. Dan Young suffered from oil pressure and steering issues in his classic Mini, and championship leader Chris Wilson had to retire his special. Andy Williams, on the other hand, had no such worries, and he enjoyed the day of trouble-free motorsport. The ingredients of reliability, a fast car and skill are exactly what's required to stand on the top step, and that's where Andy stood, showered in champagne supplied by our podium sponsor, Young Plumbing. The venue was an instant hit with the drivers. However, apologies must go to the spectators who were unable to see this spectacular course. We would also like to thank the landowner for the use of this venue. He was happy to see that we were a responsible group of motorsport enthusiasts and keen to allow us to use more of the venue next time and make it a little bit more spectator friendly. So for all the spectators that couldn't see this amazing course, check out this aerial footage by Aaron Wary with his drone. Thank you very much, Aaron. You're more than welcome to come to future events if you can shoot footage like this.
Talk when they find midnight. talk when they find midnight. When do they talk when they find midnight? When do they talk when they find midnight? When do they talk when they find midnight?